So now that we have our target audience identified with the exercise we did in the previous lecture, we're going to go through and make sure that everything we wrote down in the past lecture is actually going to help us grow our Instagram accounts with the right sort of people. So we're going to verify that the right sort of people or your potential target audiences are actually hanging out in the spots that we think they are. We're also going to use this technique to expand our horizons. So as we verify the stuff that we've already written down, I'm going to show you some really cool techniques to get more and more ideas of where your target audience might be hanging out on Instagram so that you can write those down. And then we're going to get in contact with all these people and advertise to all these people using some awesome strategies in the upcoming lectures. So I am on my personal profile once more. I'm going to click on the magnifying glass and come over to this search page. And using the answers to the people that my audience look up to, I wrote in Lewis Howe. So I'm simply going to find him on Instagram. So he's already popped up, but simply type the name of the person that your audience looks up to, or the other one was, which account would you like to have 1,000 followers from? You could type that in here too. So I've started with Lewis Howes. You can see popped up at the top. I'm going to click on that. And right away, it's good news because he has 378,000 followers, which is excellent. If they have any less than 10,000 or 20,000, it's going to be a little bit hard to do these strategies. And I'll show you some techniques to find more accounts if that is the case. But right now I've got 378,000 followers, so that's great news for me. I'm going to go ahead and click on that number at the top, 378K. And right here is a full list of Lewis Howes' followers. It's also a searchable list if you have a specific name that you're searching for, or it's in order of the order that they followed him in. What we're going to do with this list is we're going to verify that these people would like your business. So then we know that this is a great place to come in order to advertise to people to get them to follow you on Instagram. So I'm simply going to scroll down the page and click on some random accounts. So this one's private, so I'm just going to go back. Going to come down, and this might take a few turns, but simply click on some random names. Now, here is a guy called CJ Thross. He's Canadian, he's 28, so I know he's in my age range of 18 to 35. He's male, I can have male or female, so that's fine. He's English speaking because his bio's in English. And now I want to verify that he likes the sort of same stuff as me, entrepreneurship, travel, photography. And you can see that he has a level 1 kettlebell instructor and a certified primal health coach, which is kind of cool. Being a coach is sort of like an entrepreneurship sort of thing. And he likes health. I like health as well, health and fitness. You can come into his content and you can see what he's sort of about and get a good idea. You know your business better than anyone. You can see if that is sort of your avatar or your demographic of someone who would buy your products or services. For me, this guy definitely would be. So I'm going to come back and you can go through a few more people just to verify. So this guy's name's Holland Lance, world traveler. Excellent. That he likes traveling. He likes music, foodie. He's a leader, which is sort of great for the entrepreneurship sort of side. Once again, this guy would be a great guy to have follow me. Now, going to do a couple more just to be sure. I go through probably about 5 or 10 just to verify that this is where people who I want to follow me hang out, because we're going to be using a lot of great connection strategies in the upcoming lectures. This girl is a brow artist, rated number 1 in Christchurch, owner of Louise Glamour. So she owns a business. She's an entrepreneur. Awesome. I'm happy with this, and I can say with quite a bit of confidence that probably 90% of those 378,000 people would like to follow my page and like to get updates from me and be potential customers of mine. So I can put a big circle or a big tick next to Lewis Howes' name on my sheet where I wrote down the names. Now, this is where we're going to start expanding our horizons. There's a little downward arrow button next to so I'm actually following Lewis. So if I unfollow him really quickly, you can see the downward arrow there. I'm going to follow him again, and you can see the downward arrow has become white. It's actually already pushed down for us. So I'm going to unpush it down because that's what it might look like, and push that little downward arrow, and it comes up with suggestions for you. You can click on the See All button, and at the top you can see it says similar account, Lewis Howes. So right here is a list of people who Instagram have said are similar to Lewis Howes' account. You can see there's a lot of them. And each account has this. So if I then go to Richard Branson's account and click his downward arrow, he also has more people who are similar to him. This is gold right here because this is more people who we have verified that people like Lewis Howes would also like my business. Now here are similar people to Lewis Howes' accounts. So here are more people, millions more people that would potentially buy my products and like my accounts. So I'm going to write down all these names and I would go through and verify the ones that I would think are best for my business. Verify meaning I would click on the 1.9 million followers, go through them and look at their bios, look at their photos, and make sure that's someone that I would like following me on my Instagram account. So that is the first verification technique. The second one is we want to verify the hashtags. So it's a very similar approach. I'm going to come back to the search bar down the bottom. So just to be clear, that is that little search button, the little magnifying glass second from the left. This time I'm going to click tags at the top. So it says top people. I'm going to click on tags, which is the third one. Now you can see Lewis Howes tags have already come up because I've put Lewis Howes in. But what we want to search is we want to search our hashtags from the last lecture. One of mine was travel. So hashtag travel, you can see right here that they actually help you out by populating this with other hashtags that you might like. Again, feel free to write all of this down because we'll be coming back to it later in order to target these people and get our account in front of them so that they can see our work and potentially buy our products. So I'm going to click just on that hashtag travel. Now the way Instagram organized this is I'm going to skip the story for now and see the top posts. So these are the 9 top posts for the hashtag travel. Now travel is a very, very big hashtag. So these are going to be very, very popular posts. So if I click on the very top post, you can see it has 14,000 likes, which is very large. If I click on the 9th top post, it has 1,323 likes. So that is sorted by the amount of likes or how popular that is. And I'm going to talk to you in the upcoming lectures about how to get on the top post page in order to increase your exposure. But you can also go down to most recent. So I'll click on the first one for most recent of the hashtag travel. You can see 48 seconds ago that was posted. If I was to scroll up and refresh this page, that has already disappeared. I don't even know if we can find it. It'll be deep down. But you can see the top one up here was 17 seconds ago. So a lot of people are posting on the hashtag travel because it's such a big hashtag. You can come back to a smaller hashtag, such as travel bag. And the thing here will be the last post was 2 minutes ago. So you can see the difference between big hashtags and small hashtags, which we'll come back through and talk about later. But right now I'm going to click back on that travel hashtag. And what I want to do is I want to search through this hashtag and look at the type of people who use this hashtag and see if they're, once again, my demographics. So similar like we did to Lewis Howes. Are these hashtags accurate and are the people using them the people we want to follow on our Instagram page? So that's it for now. I'm going to jump across to the most exciting lectures of all now, and that's starting to connect and advertise our account to these people that we have verified are our target audience and would buy our products and services.